So tearing them up, and I'll see you later for Seattle. And here we go. Just like that, the match is underway. White controlling the top of the pack. Purple controlling the bottom. Lead jammer is assessed to Rose City. Boy, they are really tight on the inside line there. On the backstretch, elbows flying. Forearm penalty coming in. 4-point pass for Rose City. And another Seattle skater to the penalty box. First one was in on a forearm. Didn't see the call on the second. But Seattle down to 2 blockers and a jammer on the track right now. And the jammer's got the cover in hand. Now some reinforcements for Seattle. 4 more points on the board for Rose and another scoring pass at hand. LC now setting the mark high. 3 full scoring passes, not done yet. 40-some seconds left in the jam. Star has been passed now to number 2700. That is the Filipina Fire. Initial pass has yet to be completed. Penalty coming in. It's a direction of play. That's going to send number 27 on the white team to the penalty box. That's tearing him up, the former jammer, to the penalty box on a direction of play. Apex jump to finish off a 4th scoring pass. Is that a 5th scoring pass? It's a 5th scoring pass. How about that? 20 points on the board for Rose City in the first jam, setting the high score. First lead change, as often happens in jam number 1. Seattle held scoreless, both the jammer and the pivot turned jammer. And here we go, heading into jam number 2. That is a Seattle jammer that starts with a 3. That can only be Lucille Brawl, number 325. Only rostered skater that has a 3, but lead jammer goes to Rose City. That's number 324. Yeah, 324 versus 325. And Rose City picks up the lead. That's Roadrunner Over. Roadrunner Over tries the apex that gets forced to the inside. Call off. No points, nothing. Scoreless jam did not stick the landing. We do have a jammer to the penalty box, though. So Seattle's going to start the next set of whistles with their skater, with their jammer in the penalty box. It'll be a power start. Did not see the call on the Seattle jammer. Number 16 on the line for Rose City. That's going to be Harley Quinn. Seattle's still looking for its first lead of the game. Rose City picks up lead again. This time it takes all the way until turn number 2, but lead is nevertheless assessed. Oh, nice. Great apex leap. Seattle jammer is now standing. Penalty came in. Oh, it's a track cut. Oh, and it'll be the full 30 seconds because the Seattle jammer got out, and this will be a 2-minute jam, our first 2-minute jam of the game. But the Seattle jammer had been released before the Rose City jammer sat down. Direction of play penalty coming in. That's on number 008, Graham Reaper. Graham Reaper to the penalty box. Nice block by number 10 in purple. That smash tag, taking the jammer to the floor. But Lucille Brawl quick to pop back up. Oh, no. Cut that track on the recovery. So let's see what's going on the track. 4 points on the board for Rose City. No points on the board. It's another 4 points. Now an 8-point pass, 8-point jam for number 16, Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn knocked to the infield. Going to have to go all the way back to re-engage. 17 seconds left on the jam clock. Only the jam timer can end it. Keep on skating. They are stopped up at the narrowest part of the track in turn number 3. Seattle gets their first points of the game, and time goes by. But let's get these tallies in. Total of 11 picked up by Rose City, brings them to 31. And 4 points picked up by Seattle brings them to 4. That's their high mark of the game. And out on the jammer line now. Pack starts off quickly. Number 77 in white. That is knocking heads. And white has lead. And white forced all the way to the back, but has lead. Purple jammer is Quick-Sylvia. Number 7. And Seattle hits it and quits it. Let's see what their tallies are. Seattle picks up 4 points, doubling their score, bringing them to 8. And holding Rose City scoreless. Heading into jam number 5, it is 32-8, a 4-to-1 scoring ratio. 1 point was picked up by Rose City in the last jam. That makes it a 4-to-1 scoring ratio. Now, who is jamming? We have LCU later on the line, number 8 for Rose City. And LC has lead, and that is number 024, Screamsicle, on the line for Seattle, getting forced back and now re-engaging. 4-point pass for Rose City. Swirling clouds of purple, holding the jammer in check. Another 4-point pass for Elsie. It's just a maelstrom of purple jerseys down there, giving Screamsicle really no options. Everybody's taking a turn in the blocking rotation to hold that jammer back. Even the jammer's getting in on the action now. Elsie threw for another point after throwing a couple blocks. That's 12 points. That's not the high mark of the game. 2 jams shy of the high mark of the game. But it's Elsie's own high mark. Finds the inside, a little skip over the extended leg of 2106 Mamma Mia for another 4 points. This 4-point pass will tie her own record for the high mark of the game set in jam number 1. And challenges that wall right in the middle. White jerseys now taking a turn. Multiplayer coming in. That's number 008, Graham Reaper, on the multiplayer. Another 4-point pass. There's 20. Elsie has matched her own high mark for the game, going back for more. There's 2 more, 3 more, 4 more, calls it off. Picked up all 4. More than, or nearly doubles the Rose City score. 56 points. Did Seattle pick up any? They did not. They remain at 8. And there is a stoppage of play. Timeout to the team in white. Timeout Seattle. Going to freeze the clock with 21 minutes and 15 seconds left to play. Well, so far leads are all rolling in the way of Rose City. Seattle only with the 1 lead. The jammer penalties have been the bugbear for Seattle. Although Rose City also ended up with a jammer penalty, it did not cost them that much. The nice fans out there on the infield, the referees keeping themselves cool. All right, team timeout is winding down. Skaters taking their places on the track. That is going to be number 27 back out on the jammer line for Seattle. That's tearing them up. And a number 3 something. That's Roadrunner over 324 on the line for Rose City. Oh, and lead jam looks like it's gone to Rose. One blocker standing for Seattle, one blocker sitting for Seattle. Portland, Rose City at full strength. Forearm penalty coming in. Another Seattle blocker heading out. Portland still at full strength. Seattle's jammer through, and so Rose City will call off the jam and add 8 points to the tally, making it 64-8. Squaring the score of Seattle. White number 325 is Lucille Brawl. Third appearance as jammer. Second appearance on the jammer line. One appearance was from the penalty box. Lead jam picked up by Rose City. That's Harley Quinn. Number 16. Harley Quinn 2 for 2. Harley Quinn, who was lost lead last time she had it on a track cut, and does it again. How about that? Harley Quinn loses lead twice. How very Harley Quinn-like. Taking control and then chaotically losing it. 008 to the penalty box. That's Graham Reaper. Action's all underneath me right now. Not lead, but through the pack is Lucille Brawl. Getting some help on the inside. Oh, nice. Bonita Applebaum trying to open up lanes, but the Portland block, the Rose City block are having none of it. Star has been passed now to 2700 Filipina Fire. And Rose Jammer is back on the track. Second 2-minute jam of the game. Filipina Fire through for 4. Some more seconds left to go. Grinding to a halt on the backstretch. Now 4 more points on the board for Quinn. Oh, and a penalty. It's a track cut. Track cut on the pivot turn jammer 2700 Filipina Fire. So it's going to be a power start heading into the next jam for Rose. Let's get those point tallies. Total of 6 for Rose, brings them up to 70. And 4 points for Seattle matches their high score and brings them up to 12. And all 4 of those points are attributed to number 2700 Filipina Fire. All 4. It's one scoring pass. That scoring pass is attributed to Filipina Fire. And Filipina Fire will be the jammer of record heading into the next set of whistles, going up against number 321 Spitfire. First appearance on the jammer line for Spitfire. Unless I'm reading it wrong. Nope, I'm reading it right. That is a back block on Spitfire. That releases Filipina Fire, but Filipina Fire took a little convincing to go. And already 321 Spitfire back into play. Cannot be lead jammer. Filipina Fire can, but not anymore. Now there's 2 pivots on the track because she took the star off and has the pivot cover. Now took the pivot cover off. Star pass to number 27. So this jam will go the full 2-minute. Back-to-back 2-minute jams. Keeping the jam timer active and busy. Multiplayer block being sent in. Let's see who reports on the multiplayer. That looks like number 429 on the multiplayer. Lily of the Alley. Spitfire to the penalty box on a forearm. This is a sloppy jam. 2 penalties on the Rose City Jammer. Now 4 points on the board for tearing them up. Also taking part of that high mark. And now sole possessor of the high mark, having passed at least one purple jersey there. Less than 10 seconds left to play, and tearing him up is not having a good time. Direction play penalty coming in. That's going to send 2100 to the penalty box before time expires. That was Mamma Mia, 2106 on the direction of play. So let's get those final tallies. That was a slobber knocker out there in jam number 8. Total of 6 for Rose City. Looks like brings them up to 76. And for Seattle, 5 points on the board, new high mark. And that brings the total for Seattle up to 19. All right, here we go. Number 77 wearing the star for the white team. That is Knocking Heads. Second appearance on the jammer line, starting from the penalty box, number 321 for the purple team. That is Spitfire. Spitfire now approaching the back of the pack. And just piercing that wall, breaking it into layers. 1 left to beat. Way out of play, has to let her go. Lead jammer to Rose City. Out of the box and into the lead. Meanwhile, Knocking Heads battles through, but forced to the infield. Going to have to go all the way back to the home stretch to re-engage. And picks up a track cut. Rose City blocker also picking up a penalty. Didn't see the call. And the jam is called. But not before points are put on the board. Total of 5. Brings Rose City up to 81. And we have an official timeout. Going to stop the clock with 13 minutes and 57 seconds left to play. All right. So 5 points on the board, no points on the board, keeps them at 19. Not sure what they are conferring about. We'll keep our eyes on the score, which is currently showing 81-19, the clock. And to the best of our ability, the penalty. They have an interesting system up here. You're going to see it much better at home. But here we have an overlay of the score tally. That's really hard to see progress on it. They are taking advantage of this official timeout to also tape down the track in turns number 1 on the outside. All right, power start ready to begin. That is 3-2-4. The Roadrunner over, picking up lead for Rose City. And now the penalty box empties out. Both teams back to full strength. And 2 4-point passes for Rose City. Direction of play penalty coming in. Seattle losing a blocker on direction of play. Star has been passed to number 214. That's Siren. First time Star has been passed to Siren. Oh, and a track cut picked up by Siren. And the scoring continues on the track. 16 points and counting for Roadrunner over. Hands on the hips, but that's just resting. That's not calling off the jam right now. And that's calling off the jam. Another 4-point pass. Total of 20. That ties the second highest mark and brings Rose City up to 101. Power start now for Rose City. That's number 16 going to take advantage. Starting from the penalty box is Siren. Lead jammer Harley Quinn. Leap over the inside. Harley Quinn picks up another 4 points. Seattle swapping skaters out of the penalty box. 2 out, 1 in. That's a good bargain any day of the week. Back block coming in. Who's leaving on the back block? Oh no, it is the Seattle Jammer. So power jam. 16 points for Harley Quinn. Oh! Wow. Weathers that big hit from number 101, Cuban Missile Crisis. Forces the call off. 19 points, though, on the board for Rose. That's nearly 10% of their score. And that's back-to-back jams with a 20 and a 19. Seattle sitting at 0, keeping them at 19. So it's roughly a 6-to-1 scoring ratio. Something is stopping play. It's an official timeout, freezing the clock with 10 minutes and 11 seconds. I think that's one of the executives of the JRDA now laying tape on the front row. That's Brett Rogers. He's a big wig. He's somebody important in the JRDA. He's lending a hand out there. I tell you, man, everybody does their part. If I wasn't up here, I'd be putting tape on the track too. Do we have a list of the JRDA Mucky Mucks? Is that in the program? No. There you go. All right. Looks like things are approaching playable again. Teams are all huddled up. It's going to be number 214 in the penalty box starting for Seattle. And the jam is underway. That's number 8 in purple. I'll see you later. Picking up lead jam for Rose. Penalty coming in. Rose City losing number 5. Didn't see the call. Happened below me. Oh, new jammer of record for Seattle is now Lucille Brawl. Number 325. And Lucille Brawl scores 4 more. Scores 4. Elsie and Lucille. And the jam is called. Total of 7 picked up by Rose. Total of 4 picked up by Seattle. Makes the score 127-23. Penalty box is empty. We're going to have some 5-on-5 roller derby. 80 wheels blazing, Rocker Boy would say. Number 7 in purple, Quicksilva. Sorry. My apologies if I've been saying that wrong all game. And in white, it is number 024, Screamsicle. Scream Silva is your lead jammer. Direction of play, penalty coming in. Number 10, purple on the direction of play. That's Smash Tag. Oh, also a Seattle blocker. No pack. Pack reforms. No penalty assessed. 4 more points for Quicksilva. Screamsicle now out on the initial. Direction of play penalty coming in. That's number 2700 on the direction of play, Filipina Fire. Stalled out in turn number 1. And strung out all the way across the apex. Nice job by 732, Bonita Appleboom. Taking the jammer all the way back to the jammer line. Star has been passed. 732. Is there a 732? There is. Past a boom. That is the 6th star pass for Seattle that I've seen. Forearm penalty coming in. Who's leaving? That's number 10 on the forearm. Smash tag. Track cut right at the end of action. So Seattle's going to be without a jammer yet again. As Bonita Appleboom picks up a track cut, it's going to be the jammer of record for the next set of whistles on the tallies. 8 points go up on the board for Rose City, brings them up to 135. And 4 points go on the board for Seattle, bringing them up to 27. Power start with Bonita Appleboom in the penalty box. And looks like number 32? No. 3-2-4. 3-2-4, Roadrunner over, jammer of record, picking up lead for Rose City. Penalty box empties out. Pack is in retrograde on the backstretch. A lot of struggling now. Scoring pass completed. Direction of play penalty coming in. Seattle losing a blocker on direction of play. Nice block by number 2106 on the Galaxy. That's Mamma Mia, forcing the jammer to the infield. Braced walls. One blocker from Rose City is bridging. Direction of play penalty comes in. And number 732 is just gassed on the way to the penalty box. That's boom. Fortunately, the star has been passed. Number 27 is now the jammer of record for Seattle. And that'll do it. 2 more points for Rose City. Brings them up to 16. No. 2 points for Seattle brings them up to 29. And 16 points for Rose brings them up to 151. That was a hard jam. We got an official timeout. Going to stop the clock with 3 minutes and 51 seconds left to play in the first period. Scoreboard showing 151-29. Rose City has been a freight train. Just making all the stops. There's only one jam in which Rose did not put points on the score, and that was a frame where neither team put points on the score. That was jam number 2. In every other jam, Rose has put points on the board. There's only one jam where they did not get lead. That was jam number 4, when number 77, Knocking Heads, picked up lead, the only lead that Seattle has enjoyed in the game thus far. There are some skaters highlighted in yellow on the penalty tracker. So I can see making sure all the information is correct that we bring you. Two skaters from Seattle look like they have some trouble. Filipino Fire and Boom. And then Boom's being taken off the track. Boom was the one who just looks exhausted. Another skater has gone to the penalty box, I think, to serve out Boom's penalty. I don't think Boom has fouled out. I think Boom is just gassed right now. If the helmet covers stay the same, number 325 in white will be Lucille Brawl on the jammer line, and number 16 Harley Quinn in purple will be the jammer. A record 1 in the bin for Seattle. I didn't catch the uniform number. Rose City at full strength. Rose City picks up lead before turn number 1, or in turn number 1. Nice move around the outside. Turn number 1 for a full 4-point pass. Harley Quinn. Cover off for Seattle into stealth mode. Harley Quinn having to battle, but now getting through. Penalty coming in. It's a high block. Who's leaving on the high block? That's number 118, the pivot for Seattle. Sin on the high block. Jam is called. Initial pass had been completed in stealth mode by Seattle. 12 points on the board for Rose City. Brings them up to 163. And no points on the board for Seattle. Keeps them at 29. That 150-point rule kicks in, I think, at the end of the half. They have a whole set of rules that kicks in if one team is more than 150 points ahead of another at the half. Number 77 on the line in white. That's Knocking Heads. Hey, that's lead. That's the second time 77 has picked up lead. And Spitfire out on the line for Rosebud completes the initial. I'm getting schooled on what the rule is. Only if the other team has 25 or less, so this would not apply. Score can be run up. All right, and let's see if it was. 4 points on the board for Rose brings them up to 167. And 4 points on the board for Seattle brings them up to 33. Under 2 minutes. Could be the last jam. Penalty box is empty. Out on on the line. Number 8 in purple is El See You Later. And that is Screamsicle, number 024 for Seattle. And Elsie picks up lead. Elsie 4 for 4 on the jammer line. Put up a 20-point jam. Put up a 24-point jam. Put up a 7-point jam. We'll see what happens here. Oh, the star has been passed by Seattle. New jammer of record for Seattle is 2-4 something. Siren 214. Eighth star pass for Seattle. Nice block by number 10, smash tag. So Elsie had picked up a penalty, didn't see what it was, but this jam is going to go the full 2 minutes. It's going to be our fourth 2-minute jam of the half, and will definitely be our last jam. In fact, the period clock is down 2-0. There's 20-some seconds left on the jam clock. Penalties coming in. It's a multiplayer who's going. That's number 12 on the multiplayer for Rose City. Cherry Bomb. Cherry Bomb. And 2 minutes ends the jam and the half. Let's see if... Oh, we do have coaches making their way out to the infield. They might want to register an official review. They have 15 seconds in which to do so. Scoreboard showing 12 points on the board there, bringing Rose City up to 179. And 4 points on the board for Seattle, bringing them up to 37. And only the third time this game that Seattle has put points on the board in consecutive jams. So there is a Seattle coach out there talking to the refs. We'll see if anything happens in the next... No official review has been registered. It is intermission. Go get yourself something to eat. Go get yourself something to drink. Come on back 9 minutes or so for the second half of Rose City, Seattle. Myth. All right, let's get down to business. Seattle in white, number 27. That's tearing them up. And for Rose City in purple. That is Roadrunner over, 324. This is coming in. People going to the box. Lead jammer goes to the Galaxy. Only the third lead of the game. And Galaxy puts 4 on the board. Whistle coming in. It's a direction of play. Now Rose City answers with 4 of their own. Perrin's going to call the jam. Picking up 3 more for a total of 7. That's the high mark of the game for Seattle. And it brings them to 44 points. And 4 points for Rose. Brings them up to 183. Nice move by Rose to pick up lead. That's Harley Quinn. But not in the lead, so the jam is called. 325 was able to get in front, so our second scoreless of the game. Also happened in jam number 2 of the first period, Was it those same two skaters? No, it was not. It was 324 versus 325 that time. So keeps the score at 183-44. Line them up, do it again. Who's going to be out there as the jammers this time? Purple number 8. That's Elsie. And white 77 picking up lead. That's knocking heads. So as many leads in the first 3 jams as Seattle had in the first half. Down they all go. Jenga in turn number 4. No, excuse me, turn number 2. Four points picked off and the jam is called. That brings the Rosebuds up to 187 and keeps the Galaxy at, Galaxy picks up 3. They get 47. Picks up 3 on their own lead. Nice. Purple number 7 is Quicksilver. And white number 024 is Screamsicle. Penalty box is empty, but not for long. Direction of play comes in. That's number 626 on the purple team. Miss United Skates on direction of play. Lead jammer goes to the Galaxy. Pack divided but reforms. Seattle loses a blocker to the box. And jam is called off. Looking in, 2 more points for Seattle, brings them up to 49. And Rose held scoreless for the second time this half and only the third time this game, keeping them at 187. 27 and white, tearing them up. 2-3-4. 3-2-4. Lead jammer goes to Taryn. Road runner over. 3-2-4 jammer for the Rosebuds. Has completed the initial. Hot on the tail of Taryn. Let's look in. 4 points coming up for Rose. Bring them up to 191. Sneaky points. As my fellow announcer Hebrew Ham Lincoln would say. 3 points on the board for the Galaxy, bringing them up to 52. So 60% of the jams this half, both teams have put points on the board. 2 Brats in the box. And picking up lead for the Rosebuds is Spitfire. 3-2-1. That's Lucille Brawl. Number 325 jamming for the Galaxy. Penalty box empties out. Star. Where's that star? There it is. There's the star pass to number 214. White 214 with the star. Forearm penalty coming in. That's purple number 5, American Gangster on the forearm. 008 also to the penalty box. That was a direction of play. Another scoring pass, meanwhile, for Spitfire. That's 2. 3-2-5 to the penalty box for Seattle. Star pass finally completed. Helmet cover on. And the jam is called. Total of 12 picked up by Spitfire. That brings the Rosebuds up over the 2-century mark. No points on the board for the Galaxy. That keeps them at 52. 2:03 playing 52. 151-point lead. Roughly a 4-to-1 scoring ratio. 77 in white, donning the star. That is Knocking Heads. Knocking Heads has had some success. And that's number 16, Harley Quinn, back out on the line for the Rosebuds. Harley Quinn, a mainstay. Certainly making an early case for Jammer MVP. Forearm penalty coming in. That's number 101, the pivot TNT for the Rosebuds on the forearm. Spread out all the way across the track. Now moving in the non-derby direction. Look at how many skaters are packed into that dense of an area. That is brutal out there. Pack now in retrograde. Neither jammer are able to really battle through. Make a clean breakaway for the next set of scoring passes. With the level of athleticism you see out there, it is easy to forget that these are junior athletes. Harley Quinn finally gets lead. That took forever to establish. We're a minute and 40 into the jam before a lead was declared. Star got passed right at the very end to 22-26, 21-06. All right, and 2 points, a hard-fought 2 points on the board for the Rosebuds, brings them up to 205. 205 playing 52. Not quite a palindrome, but lots of numbers in common. 20 minutes and 31 seconds left to play in regulation. Penalty box is empty. Official timeout. Officials are all getting together over there at the top apex. Tommy can do it. I believe in standby. Believe in the power of standby. Nice. And tearing him up, lead jammer. Misconduct, probably blocking a down skater. That goes in the scorecard as a G. Why misconduct a G? Indeed. 2-point pass, not all 4 points awarded that time around, so only maybe a 3-point pass awarded there. Was a 3-point pass. Initial pass now completed by Rose. Taryn on a third scoring pass. Taryn's going to call it off, though, before Harley Quinn gets a chance to score. Good strategy. Harley Quinn held scoreless, keeps Rose at 205, and 7 points on the board for the Galaxy. Ties their high score and brings them up to 59. 27, tearing them up, ties her own high score. And out on the line now, number 7 for Rose City is Quicksilva. But picking up lead, that's Screamsicle. Zero, 2, 4. Initial pass completed by Rosebuds. Screamsicle trying to get through that wall. Finally coming up on the corner. Oh, big takedown on Quicksilver. Out of play block. And Galaxy loses a skater to the penalty box. Galaxy down 2 blockers now. Screamsicle just bedeviled by purple blockers. Gonna call off the jam before Quicksilver could score another score again. 4 points on the board for Rosebuds brings them up to 209. 3 points on the board by the Galaxy brings them up to 62. So even though the Galaxy is getting lead, they're still losing the jams by a point or two. 32 out on the line in white. No, 325 out on the line in white. That is Lucille Brawl. And picking up lead for the Rosebuds, that's I'll See You Later, number 8. Little penalty box exchange for the Seattle Derby Brats. Star pass to number 214 on the white team. That is Siren. Second time this half that Siren's got the star passed. Meanwhile, LC piling on the points. 12 points, and then just another pass for a total, I think, of 16. Yeah, 16. Brings the Rosebuds up to 225. And no points for the Brats. Keeps them at 62. Well, the penalty box is empty, so we got all the skaters we possibly can out on the track. 77 in white is Knocking Heads. And 324 in purple is Roadrunner Over. Lead is open. Penalty coming in. Track cut on the white jammer. Lead is open now for the Rosebuds. Pack now strung out. Pack is back. Jam is called off at the top of the pack. And let's see. Did anybody score? Is this another scoreless? So far showing as scoreless. Second scoreless of the half, third of the game. Keeps the score 225 to 62. Forearm penalty comes in. That's number 626 on the purple team on the forearm. Spitfire out there jamming for Rosebuds. And that's Knocking Heads. Starting from the penalty box for the Galaxy. And there's lead 1 minute in. Star pass now. Crowd reacts. Pass to Lily of the Alley, number 429. And the jam is called. Three points on the board for Rosebuds. Brings them up to 228. Number 27, tearing them up on the jammer line for the Galaxy. And Harley Quinn, number 16, on the line for the Rosebuds. Lead jam to Harley Quinn. Wow, threading inside, threading out, getting a couple of head checks, but otherwise going through mostly untouched for 4 points. Star pass again for the white team. New jammer is Siren, number 214. Four more points on the board for the Rosebuds, brings them up to 232. Galaxy sitting on 62, 170-point lead. Quicksilver out there on the track as the jammer for the Rosebuds. And number 325, Lucille Brawl, on the line for the Derby Brats. Jam is called off because a skater is down. That's going to cause an official timeout, and it's going to freeze the clock at 10 minutes and 42 seconds. Props to the skater out there who immediately signaled to the referees to stop the jam. And the safety of one of their fellow skaters was called into question. All right, it looks like we are going to get underway with jam number 15. Is this jam number 15? It is indeed. We got I'll See You Later, number 8, going up against Screamsicle. LC is not lead. Screamsicle is, and Screamsicle calls off the jam. So yet another scoreless jam, keeping us at 237-62. Little motion before the action, nothing worth a whistle. Rose picks up lead. That is road runner over. 324. And Sin, number 118, jamming for Seattle. First time 118 has started with the star. 4 points picked up by Rose brings them up to 41. Penalty box once again empty. Purple 3-2-1 Spitfire. Has picked up lead. White Jammer all the way at the back of the pack. That's number 77 knocking heads. Whistle coming in. Don't see anybody leaving. Direction of play penalty being indicated. There's the Seattle pivot. Number 424 in the direction of play. 429 Lily of the Alley. Spitfire through, second scoring pass. You could tell that this game is taking its toll on these skaters. Leave some in the tank for tomorrow. Everybody's skating for a medal. Forearm penalty picked up. This will go the full 2. Our first 2-minute jam of the half. Our 5th 2-minute jam of the game. Now a Seattle skater also going to the penalty box. Another penalty coming in. Direction of play penalty. Seattle losing another blocker on the direction of play. Fortunately, the 2-minute jam is over. Mercifully. 8 points showing. Let's see if those tallies get adjusted. I have a feeling they might be. It's a little preliminary yet. 8 points still showing for Rose, so we're going to bring them up to 249. And 6 points showing for the Derby Brats brings them up to 68. All right, here we go. Lead jammer to the Rosebuds. That's Quicksilver, number 7. And tearing them up, number 27 on the line for the Galaxy. Penalty box is empty. Derby Brats at full strength. Penalty coming in. It's number 2106, Mamma Mia, didn't see the call. 4-point pass for Quicksilver. Carrying him up, being taken back to turn number 1. Quicksilver now second scoring pass. And through. Oh, nice force out. Good teamwork by Seattle, number 009. Really hurts. Now the pack in retrograde all the way to turn number 1. 8 points so far for Quicksilver, none on the board for Taryn. And now we're backing up all the way to the backstretch. Star was passed to Mamma Mia. And let's see, 12 points on the board for Rose. Brings them up to 263. Lucille Brawl now is lead jammer over Harley Quinn. Brawl been absorbed back into the pack though. Harley Quinn's putting points on the board. Lucille Brawl still fighting through after completing the initial, still refighting the initial battle. And now to the penalty box. So this jam will go the full 2 minutes. With the lead lost. And now Seattle just filling up the penalty box. Forearm penalty coming in. Oh no, and it's on the white jammer again. Lucille Brawl picking up a forearm, so we'll start the next set of whistles in the penalty box. As the jammer. Another penalty coming in. It's a track cut. Now the Seattle blocker heading to the penalty box. 2 minutes ends the jam with the Seattle jammer standing in the box. Two blockers on her side. 24 points on the board. That matches the high mark of the game. Put up in the first period by LCU later in jam number 5. So 24 points brings us up to 287. And 2 points on the board for the Galaxy brings them up to 70. And stoppage of play. Yes, there is a timeout. Whose timeout is it? It is the second timeout for Seattle. Going to stop the clock with 1 minute and 36 seconds left to play. Lucille Brawl will be starting the jam from the penalty box for the Seattle Derby Brats. And the team timeout winds down to a halt. Looks like LCU later will be wearing the star for what is potentially the last jam of this matchup, game number 4 here at the Junior Roller Derby Association Championships in our in the United States capital. All right, here we go. Jammer released, but not before Elsie has lead. And now Lucille completes the initial. Elsie on a scoring. Oh no. Direction of play penalty coming in. It's the pivot for Rose City, but the jam is called. There will be another set of whistles. 4 points on the board for the Rosebuds. Brings them up to 291. And no points on the board for the Galaxy. Keeps them at 70. A 221 point lead. 291 to 70. 3-2-4, the Jammer in purple, road runner over. And who is that in white? 0-2-4, Screamsicle. And lead Jammer goes to road runner over. .22 seconds left in regulation. Throwing pass complete. And the 4 points for road runner over. Period clock is at 0. We are on the jam clock now. Another 4-point pass. And Rose is up over the 3-century mark. 1 minute left on the jam clock. Another 4-point pass. 16-24 is the high score. Illegal position called on the pack. That'll thin things out a little bit. Another 4-point pass. That's 20. 32 seconds left on the jam clock. And that ties the high score. Roadrunner over with 24. (16, 8, and 324. 3 different skaters for Rose City have all put 24 points on the board. And there it is. Any more points? Yes, 2 more. So 26 is now the official high score and the last tally of the game, making it the final 317-70, a 247-point victory for the Rosebuds. Well, the Galaxy did quite a bit of improvement, especially in the first part of the second half. They picked up several leads in a row. In fact, in the first 9 jams, they had leads 6 times. But then Rose kind of got back their stride. Penalty box trips really were a bugbear for both teams, more so for the Galaxy. But I think in the final analysis, it was just the stronger squad out there by Rose City that was able to control the tempo, control who got lead, and how long the jams lasted. Final score 317-70. Coming up next, we have the Philly Roller Derby Juniors All-Stars going up against Des Moines, who was the winner from the Open Division Game 1. So Philly Des Moines coming up next. Stick around for some awesome Open Division roller derby action from the 2023 Junior Roller Derby Association Championships.